I don't even know what to say. Like, that's just, I don't know. My mind could not comprehend it. Now, for you to understand what just happened here, we need to rewind 24 hours. In this video, I'm going to be installing one of the brightest rock lights on the market, and that is a 108 diode 24-piece set rock lights using magnets, and I'm going to show you where to purchase. I show you guys a bunch of tips and tricks, whether you're a newbie or professional lighting installer. And we're going to be answering one of the biggest asked questions out there. Is light placement key, or are more lights better? I'm going to show you how I place them on my vehicle in case you guys decide to do the same. And make sure you stick around to the very end because I show you how bright this freaking thing is and provide some very crucial tips and tricks when you go to do this on your own. So with that, let's hop right into the video. So I have a total of 24 rock lights on my entire setup, and one of the most annoying things is they do not sync together. So this is my 12-piece, this is my 4-piece, 4-piece, and another 4-piece set. So I'm running 4 remotes just to turn on the rock lights on my 6.0, which is pretty freaking annoying. And that's not including the remote for my Starlight headliner and my wheel lights. So I'm switching to an easier lighting setup, which is a 30-piece 108 diode kit from CZMods. And if you guys are looking to run these, I would highly recommend them, as they are a Missouri-based company, very local company to me. They offer a great warranty, and you can save money on all their lighting using this code right here. So make sure you guys stick around to the very end because I'm going to show you some tips and tricks, some magnets and frame magnets that you can use on your own whenever you're installing your own rock light kits. A lot of people don't know about this, so make sure you watch it all the way through because this can be very helpful for those of you guys that are doing your own installs. Basically, what we're going to be testing out is throwing a 30-piece solid only rock light kit on my 6.0 Power Stroke, and then we're going to compare it to a wheel light setup plus 12 rock lights from my 6.7 Power Stroke to my 6.0 and really see, does more lighting matter, or is it the way you position them? Is it more diodes? Just one of the most asked questions that everyone always wonders. So with that, we're going to hop right into this. We're going to pull the 6.0 into the shop. We're going to begin tearing out the old rat's nest that is in there that I installed almost 3 years ago. And I'm really excited to show you guys the final results because I have a very high hope for these 108 diodes. I've seen them in action on other trucks, and I feel like it's really going to brighten up the 6.0 because this poor thing has been needing this upgrade for so long. For those of you new watching, the reason that I even put this clip in here is just to show you I'm not some freaking rich YouTuber. I'm just like the rest of you guys. I work in the gravel. My truck doesn't fit in my garage, and I make do with what I have. Well, because my truck doesn't fit all the way inside of my garage, that's going to have to do, kind of keeps us a little bit on the concrete when we're messing with the lighting up front, and then more or less a little bit of coverage off the ground won't hurt as bad while ripping out these rock lights. We're going to start with the fenders. Those are going to be the easiest to remove those, to work on it from the outside. Same thing on these inner fenders. We're going to remove these so we can work on these to the outside. So that in total is going to be 12 rock lights that we can install outside of the vehicle. As for underneath, we do have a trick that is going to help us speed up this process. For example, like this right here, these are all magnetized, every single one of my rock lights, and I actually have a video on these, on where to source these, where to find them, down below in my description. So if you guys are looking for these magnets, go check out my other YouTube video. I show you how to make these and to save yourself a bunch of money. So as far as this next clip, we're just going to go through, be cutting a bunch of zip ties and removing the old harness while also taking off the old wheel lights. And in the next clip, you're going to see everything removed with the fenders already out. A few hours later, we're officially done ripping out the entire harness. And let me show you what we got here. So right here we have both front inner fenders and the rear inner fenders, and these are my 24 rock lights and the 4 wheel lights. And honestly, that is not that much wiring. Whenever I build my harnesses, I cut any excess wires so that there's nothing jumbled up underneath the truck, because I always hate having a rat's nest and just all of your excess wire just tucked underneath. Never been a fan of that. So this last time I cut anything extra out, spliced it all together, and that's exactly what we're going to do on this entire setup again. So because we're going to be magnetizing our new CZMods rock lights, I am going to be removing my old rock lights from my old McTuning ones. I don't know if you guys have ever priced these from a company, but they start getting pretty expensive. And even though they're almost 3 years old, they're still very usable, which is why I'm saving them. And once we get them removed, we start magnetizing our new Rocklights. Ever since I did this 3 years ago, I have not gone back. Any installation I've ever done on a buddy's or my trucks, I always recommend this to other people. And if you think these are a game changer, make sure you stick around because I show you guys the magnetic wiring harness mounts. Those are freaking awesome. So here are all our magnetic Rocklights. Kind of took a minute, but well worth it. The pros definitely outweigh the cons with this magnetic setup. So obliviously, because I'm an artist just like Beethoven, I'm going to try and be very specific on the 24 Rocklights and where I place them. So obviously we got the 3, 6, 9, 12 in each wheel well. We're going to put 2 in the rear kicking forward to eliminate the axle shadow. We're going to put 1 in the front kicking back to eliminate this axle shadow. And then what I found out is there is a cross member here for the trans. Because I can magnetize my Rocklights, I can use that to kick forward to eliminate the shadow from my axle and all the other front end parts that are along the front, because that's the most difficult thing to eliminate when it comes to lighting. So these 3 should eliminate my axle shadow. So then that leaves us down to these 3. These 3 I'm going to spread out between the bed and the cab just evenly, just to eliminate any shadow that I have here inside. And then because I had 1 left over, I shot this one directly straight down on the bed because the axle kind of sits here. We got the fuel tank here, and there's not really a good place to mount everything. So this was kind of the best position. So that in total is 24 Rocklights. I know I kept saying 30, but this is kind of my layout, and that's how we're going to do that bad boy right there. Quick thing I want to brag about the boys over at CZMods. They come equipped with some zip ties. That's a big plus. They give you some extra lead. Obviously, you get your sticker. They provide butt connectors, and obviously the rest of the supplies that you need. So whenever you get this stuff, it's all straight plug and play, ready to go. And I think that's why I really like CZMods, because it's all these little things that they think about when it comes to their customers that they include in the packaging. Kind of like I bought this sticker and then all these lights came with it. But to be real for a second, guys, I think one of the most asked questions that people tend to ask me when installing Rocklights or wheel lights is how difficult is the installation? And what I always explain to people is it depends on how good of a job you want to do. If you want to tuck everything away, make it look nice and pretty for your show truck, it's going to take a bit longer. Now on a difficulty scale, it's really not difficult at all. It just takes time and patience. Plus, there's a lot of videos out there to watch for reference. And as simple as that, folks, 35 minutes later, we got 12 Rocklights installed on the inner and rear fenders. Before I go any further, I'm going to see if the placement on all my Rocklights is going to be satisfactory to my needs. I have 12 of them just sprawled out through the entire truck at different angles, facing different ways, hoping to eliminate the axle shadow, which is one of the biggest things that I want to eliminate completely, because axle shadow, even with wheel lights, you can always see that there's just a lack of light there. Even if there is no shadow, it's just not as bright. So basically what I have here is I have the entire harness just hanging down, and I'm actually gonna plug it into the 6-7 over here and just test it out, because it's about to get dark very soon, and see if that 12 piece hits all the angles. Because if those hit the angles that I need to, then I know that the rest of the 12 are gonna just light up the rest of it and eliminate any other shadows that are left there. All right, so what we ended up doing to eliminate some of the shadows, I actually ended up moving 2 Rocklights back here to kick underneath the axle, and it completely eliminates the shadow, which is freaking wild. There's absolutely no wheel light power, straight Rocklights, and I mean that single one, and it's actually doing a great job. So we do have a little shadow running here, but honestly with these Rocklights that are going to kick down here, that should eliminate the rest of that. And the only shadow that I'm really seeing is a very light one here from the axle, but I'm really thinking with the other 6 Rocklights here in the rear, it'll also eliminate any bit of shadow. But bro, that is freaking wild. So after the testing, the next morning we had some daylight, so this is when I started looming everything together and running it all into a single harness. I like showing this part of the process because it just goes to show it doesn't matter if you have a shop, if you really want to do it, if you want to save money, and if you are willing to learn and have just a little bit of patience, you can install this regardless if you have a shop or not. And as a reminder, you can find all of this stuff of everything that I use in the description. That's the lighting, the Rocklight magnets, the harness magnets, and the video where I go over the Rocklight magnets themselves. I didn't really touch a lot of base on that because I already have a video posted on that on my channel. And don't forget to use my discount code to save yourself some money when you get your lights from CZMods. 17 more hours later, we're officially done. And it only took us, how long is this video? 12 and a half minutes long? Wow, it only took 12 minutes to install 24 lights. Apologies again for keep saying 30. I meant to say 24. I don't know why I kept saying 30. But anyways, 1700 zip ties later, and we are officially done. The battery is nice and clear of any wiring. The worst part is this. This is my harness that I ran through here that goes to the battery, and then I loomed it through here, back through this hole, goes there, and it drops down. So that's honestly the worst part. My engine bay's clean other than this. I wish I would have used this wire loom stuff. I completely forgot I had laying around, but it is what it is. That would have been really nice and not have been an eyesore whatsoever if I would have done that. But I was already all the way through running this entire harness, and I wasn't about to just redo all of it just to run that loom. Would it have been nice? Yes, but I mean, that's really not the worst thing ever. But anyways, we're officially done, so we're gonna pull the 6.0 out of here and out in the darkness, completely away from any lights, so that we can actually see the light output on this and really test out if wheel lights and rock lights are gonna be better than just an entire rock light setup with proper placement. So I did want to show you guys these rock light magnets. I forgot to show you because it got too dark in the video, but you can see right here how I have them attached. I have 5 wires sitting inside of this, and it's pretty cool. These do swivel a little bit, so wherever angle you need to move them to, you can adjust them like that. Don't be fooled, these do say a 50 pack, but it's talking about the 10 of these magnets that come with it, and then the 40 pack of zip ties that come in the box. So they're a little expensive, but they're very handy, especially for running them inside of the frame, because there's not always a good spot to really zip tie or anything. So these magnets are pretty strong, and especially if you got a few in a row, that eliminates you having to zip tie it to other cords, brake lines, or hoses and things like that. And it keeps it away from the exhaust. I actually used quite a few of them on the inside of the exhaust because they were sitting just right next to it. So this allowed me to push them down. They're gonna stay nice and tight, and they won't ever touch the hot exhaust. So I just want to show you guys, I'm not sponsored or anything by that company, but this is a pretty nice little tip that I wish someone would have shown me whenever I was first doing my rock light setups. So back to where we were. I finished assembling the front end because I had to remove the grill and the headlights. We put them all back together, and now it's time to pull it out in the field to show you guys how bright it is. And here we have our spaceship kit, and it's just that one. So what I'm gonna do is move that right rock light over a little bit, and I should eliminate that. I'll have to cut some zip ties in order to do that, but I am super satisfied. I'm gonna do a little bit more of a walk around and show you guys, because this is actually very impressive. Man, just if it weren't for that one traction bar, we'd be sitting pretty nice, but that is the only bit of light that is not hitting where it needs to be, but it did a great job. There are some hot spots. Now that's because a lot of light is hitting here that causes that to kind of look like a shadow, but it's not necessarily a shadow. It's just a brighter spot that hits here, and it's not as bright on the inside. But that's the only thing that I'm really seeing right now. I think if I were to do it again, I would probably just do 2 rock lights in the fender wells and then eliminate this middle one and move it somewhere else, because I feel like we're losing or wasting an entire rock light in that position, whereas if we put it somewhere inside of the body, it would do us much more justice. Kind of like this spot back here. I could have moved maybe this middle rock light to the inside, that middle rock light somewhere to the inside. You know where I'm getting at. But overall, very satisfied with the CZMods rock lights. So I was super impressed with the way that they were. And before I went inside, I forgot I have a Bluetooth remote. And then I noticed that it was right here at the 50% mark. I just turned it up because I had it turned down. So I'm like, what the heck? And this is what we were looking at earlier. You know, pretty bright. It looked good. I mean, I was happy with it. Well, then before I went inside, I'm like, what the heck? It's at 50%. It gets even freaking brighter. Blew my freaking mind. So pretty crazy. I didn't think that it could get any brighter, but it almost makes sense, because my girlfriend was just like, yeah, I wasn't really impressed. I'm like, what? Like, I was pretty impressed. So that's where we were about at, you know. Looked good. I mean, I wasn't going to complain any whatsoever. And then bam, wow, literally crazy. We don't have any lights on outside right now, and it is just doing an entire area. So I can't imagine how much brighter if you wanted to throw wheel lights on. Yeah, I guess you could. It is pretty freaking wild, guys. I'm just literally freaking mind blown. Yeah, I'm really happy. Like, I mean, even happier now, even more extremely happy. So yeah, I guess it makes sense what my girlfriend was saying, because I just have them run off a multi-switch, which is a little Bluetooth box that just allows me to wire them all into one box. So when I press the on switch, it turns everything on. Like, I don't have to have separate remotes for anything like that. So I just didn't care to really look into it. So I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. That's as bright as it is. It's normal. So I was just going off just an on and off switch. And yeah, completely forgot about the app. So yeah, whenever you get the CZMods Rocklights, you get a blink, breathing, which is pretty cool, static, which is just this. You get strobe, and then you get wigwag, which, whoa, that is freaking sick. It's a party, epilepsy test. And then wigwag 2. So that one's just a little bit different. So yeah, pretty cool. The app lets you also control the speeds and everything on them if you don't want it to go so fast. Obviously, the brightness, if you need to for some reason control one or the other side, you can do either. So there's half of it off, the other half back on. So this is a CZMods app, and these are the rock lights that you can get from the link down below. And if you guys have made it this far, make sure you guys comment down below finish, so that I know you finished the video, and make sure you guys are subscribed, because on the next video that we do, we're gonna be comparing our 24-piece rock light kit and putting it up against the 6.7 Power Stroke. Now this is gonna have a 12-piece 36 diode with a wheel light kit from CZMods as well. So we're really gonna put it to the test and see, wheel light and rock light combo, is that better? Or is it better just to run an old school fashion setup of just pure rock lights? So this is the video you're seeing now. Next video will be the wheel light install, and on the third, we verse the 6.7 versus the 6.0. And that's really gonna be putting the lighting to the test, CZMods versus CZMods, but 2 different setups. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go inside because I have a whole bunch of freaking editing to do, and I'm just mentally exhausted from all the wiring. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Spaceship kit.